Hi guys, welcome to another video. Now in the last video I dropped off my wheels to the wheel specialist and they're going to be breathing some life into my old crusty wheels. Now they needed to keep the wheels for a few days whilst they prepared them to be refurbished, so we're going to rejoin them today to see the refurbishment process continue on those Evo X wheels. Now the first step that they would have done while I was away would have been to actually remove the tyres, the wheel weights, and then they would have acid dipped the wheels. Now acid dipping is essential because that will actually remove all of the paint and most of the oxidization from those alloy wheels. Now once the wheels have actually been acid dipped, they're then going to be cleaned and put into a sandblaster, as you can see here. And this machine is actually cleaning the wheel in this clip by using compressed air. And that compressed air is coming out of that nozzle at such a speed that it's actually going to remove the paint. But it's not just air coming out, there's actually particles of sand in that air path. So it's basically firing bits of sand at that wheel really fast. Now that sand, when it hits the alloy, it's hard enough to remove any remaining oxidization. It's hard enough to remove any remaining paint, but it's not hard enough to actually damage the good metal, which is really what we want, because it's after this that we can truly see the condition of the alloy wheel. Now once the wheel has been inspected after it's been in the sandblaster and we can see that there's no hairline cracks, no structural defects, then it will be handed then to a specialist who is going to prepare the face of the wheel. Now unfortunately, oxidization or corrosion, a bit like rust that eats away at a car's body panel, this oxidization is the same stuff on an alloy wheel, and it will actually eat away a small amount of the metal. So it's down to these experienced refurbishers to smooth out the surface of the wheel without damaging its appearance. And as you can see here, they're sanding out the face of the wheel just to make sure that it's perfectly smooth. And they've done a really good job. As you can see, when they were finished, the wheel looks perfect pretty much. It looks ready to be painted. Now here we come to the powder coating room, and it was a little intimidating at first. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go inside. A big metal box with an oven attached to it. It's not the most inviting of rooms, but when I was inside it was fine. Now this is actually where they powder coat the wheels. The wheel was actually in the oven and it will be heated up for about 20 to 30 minutes to get it to the optimum temperature. And that wheel is actually electrically charged. So when the painter comes along and he paints with the powder coat will actually stick to that wheel because it's hot and it partially goes tacky, but also the electrical charge sort of makes the powder stick to the wheel. And when the wheel has been completed and painted, it then goes back in the oven. So that was a mini wheel being painted silver. Now let's have a look at my actual car's wheel coming out. And if I change my mind on the colour, well, you'll have to find out. Let's have a look. So these are the wheels that we just saw in the oven, and they've just been baked now and they've come out to cool down. And here's the mini wheel as well that come in before my wheel. So apparently the texture will change now as they cool down. The paint obviously hasn't fully cured yet, and that's partly why they're here, to cool down. Now I went for the semi-matte, semi-gloss sort of finish. So I've been told as that cools down it's going to get a bit more matte looking. But what a transformation. Absolutely stunning that is. Even in the barrel of the wheel, they put like sort of a different powder coat on the inside. I noticed when they were painting it. Seems to leave a bit of a different texture. I'm imagining it's more resilient. And then on the front then I noticed there was a much more finer paint coming out of the gun, and obviously it's left a different finish. But it's going to look great when it's cooled down, and I can't wait to see what it looks like with the wheels, with the tyres on, not the wheels. So I'll update you in a bit. Okay, so the wheel has now been moved, it's cooled down, and as you can see the finish has gone slightly duller on it. It's the exact finish I was hoping for. Now we're going to have the tyre fit to it, so we'll follow them over to the work area and just finish off these wheels. So this wheel's fully finished, looks absolutely amazing as you can see. Fully powder coated, new centre cap, tyres fitted, balanced, and just a little bit of attention to detail really. They actually got black wheel weights to go on the wheel just to match it. That shows this sort of attention to detail here, and I'm really impressed, and also an example to the guys for letting me film here today. So be sure to check out the wheel specialist. These cost just a fraction of the price of even second-hand Evo wheels. Even second-hand Evo wheels that are needing a refurb, you know, cost £700-800. But yeah, these are a lot cheaper to get them refurbed, and I'm really happy with the result as well. So thanks guys for watching the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and show your support to the wheel specialist for letting us video today by checking out their website in the description. Cheers guys.